please. Okay, thanks for joining us. Head coach Houle's with us right now. We got Kaelan Taylor, captain, and Ryan Richardson, captain. Will be joining us in a second. Real quick side note on Ryan. He wears number 6 for Clarkson. 6 was not his number in the first 3 years. He was 26, 6th in honor. The player kid. It's the Mike Morrison tribute. And so only 3 captains ever Clarkson worn 6. He's the 3rd. So certainly a kid that deserves a little bit of extra recognition. So Ryan Richardson wears Mike Morrison number 6. That's why he's number 6 this year. So all right, we'll start with Coach Houle. Give you a quick opening statement and we'll open up for questions.
Unfortunately we lost tonight, but very proud of our players' effort. All throughout the season, they give it all. I thought we had some chances to tie it up tonight, and we just fell short. But the effort was there. It's always been there with this group, and really proud of that.
Start with Casey.
Coach, with Trey Taylor and Harrison Martino honored to the all-league team, both of them are going to be touted prospects in the NHL. Trey being a junior this year and a UFA coming. What can you say about their impacts on the program for both of them? This is the last time this is going to be important.
Yeah, whenever you lose great players like that, it's tough to replace. That's one. But the one thing that I'm really proud of, and for those 2 guys, that they set a great culture for Clarkson moving forward. And that's important because the young guys are learning, the freshmen and the sophomore that were with us this year, they learn from 2 great leaders, and hopefully they go on and play in the NHL one day, but for sure going to be hard to replace. But they did a lot of great for the culture of Clarkson University.
This being the conclusion of your first full year as head coach in the NCAA, what were some of the biggest learning points that you take away from the transition to the NCAA from pro? What are some of the biggest things that you're proud about the accomplishments of this team this year?
Well, proud of how hard this team worked and how they represented Clarkson on and off the ice. We had a good group that liked each other a lot. I mean, they're taking it hard right now, and you can tell in the locker room it's not easy to lose these games. But what I take as a coach is that every game in the NCAA is very, very important. In the pros, you have a lot more leeway. You can lose 5 games in a row and find a way to get back at it because you play 76 games. But in the NCAA, every game matters. For example, we lost to RIT early in the season. It might have cost us an NCAA bid. So, those games are important even though they're in October. So it's important to hit the road, and obviously recruiting is going to be a big part of Clarkson University too. If we want to maintain and get to the level we need to and try to make the NCAAs every year, we're going to have to keep bringing some good talent.
So is it just a matter of going out playing a good road period, kind of in the first period, and you guys kind of trying to throw everything in the kitchen sink?
Yeah, you know what? A lot of credit for Cornell. They stayed true to their identity. In playoffs and big games like this, if you own the boards, you usually win. And I think Cornell did a hell of a job tonight to win the board battles. They're hard to play against. They're a greedy team, and that's what it takes in playoffs. And we probably need to get a little bit more depth here at Clarkson to day in and day out compete against teams like that. So full credit to Cornell for playing with grit, and grit goes a long way. I hope they make some damage in the NCAAs.
Okay.
It's a big transition here for the program, not only with you coming in as coach, but a lot of freshmen, a lot of transfers in the lineup last year, a lot of guys going out. Looking forward, you mentioned the recruiting will be a big piece, but with the core group and all the young guys that you have still coming back, what are you most excited with the development of those guys?
Yeah, absolutely. We felt that a lot of players took a big step this year. Richardson took a step. He's, same thing with Rick Wood took a huge step. Tate Taylor, the young defenseman, and Brassington. I felt like we had a lot of guys that took a step and they're improving, and that's a great thing as a coach. It's a great feeling because you know that you're heading in the right direction. The players are getting better. I mentioned recruiting, so that's going to be a big part of filling out the rest of the team. but I feel pretty good about where we're at for the coming years.
What did Cornell do against the Martino line that kind of kept them probably quieter than all year?
Board battles. When you win board battles, it's hard, you know, and that's part of their MO as a team. You know, they've been doing that for years, even 10 years ago when I was an assistant coach here, and when I played in the 90s, they played the same way, and they're true to their identity, and it's great to see a program do that. And you know, that's something that we probably look up to, and that we want to get to similar to that. But you know, they play tight defense, and you don't have much space out there. They played the Marty line very tight tonight, and they played hard.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. If you excuse us 1 second, I'm just going to go grab the players. I'll be right back up.
Yep.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks for the patience, guys. All right, good. Captain Ryan Richardson and Captain Kaelan Taylor. Obviously, they were downstairs talking with the team here in a few moments, but brought these two guys up to talk about unsung heroes. Doug referenced it in his speech on Thursday. The glue guys, the guys that kind of keep a team going during the season. That's why I picked these two guys. So, open it up to questions for Ryan or Kaelan. Casey?
With this being the final game for both of you, if you look back on your careers, both of you nominated for captain, you've been part of the leadership group for a while. What does it mean to represent Clarkson for each of you guys that you look back on and remember the most?
I mean, to be honest, it's been the best 4 years of my life. You know, it sucks. Fall 1 game short there, but you know, like speaking for both of us, we've been through a lot of ups and downs. Came in my freshman year, we had a good team, made it to Placid, and we just kind of figured that, you know, made it here first year, like we'll be back, like no worries. Kind of took it for granted how much work goes into getting here, and I think that our second 2 years, or 2 years after that, we struggled, and you know, I'm really proud of this group. I think we turned the culture around at Clarkson, got it back on the right track. I think it showed, but yeah, just a couple bounces short tonight.
Was the feeling on the bench that, like, if you could get one, maybe there late in the third period, you might get a couple, because get the crowd back on your side? Was that what the maybe what on the bench was?
I think throughout playoffs of the season, we learned a lot. You know, we had been down a few times. You know, we know how it felt when we were playing with a lead. So we just had to stay confident, trust our game. You know, we had been in that position before. We knew if we could just get one, we just take one at a time. You know, trust our game, and the guys gave everything they had.
Before you guys got up here, Bart mentioned the honor for you wearing number 6. What has that honor meant to you? Maybe for those who don't know, share a little bit about what the honor means, just being the third captain all the time to wear that.
Yeah, that's the greatest individual accomplishment I'll ever have in hockey. Casey Jones wanted me to wear it. He thought I showed the characteristics that Mike Morrison showed at his time here at Clarkson. And like I said, there's no greater accomplishment. Goals, assists, points, that doesn't matter. Just to be able to wear that number, Jacome and Pirog wore it as well. It means a lot to me. So.
Yeah, Kaelan, you have a bunch of family here, I know. But last thing you think of, but what does it mean to you just to have him here? You know, I saw some that went to St. Lawrence that are wearing Clarkson shirts now. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, my mom's dad went here to Clarkson. My dad went to Clarkson. A couple honorary grads from Clarkson. Growing up in California, I never thought this would be possible. And then when the day came that, you know, I realized I could actually come here, the amount of support I've had, what it means to be a Golden Knight, I wouldn't trade these 5 years for anything. They're all downstairs waiting for me right now. They're going to be waiting for me, you know, be in Bloomingdale, Saranac, Placid, they're everywhere. You know, it means a lot to go here, and I'm going to miss it more than anything.
Yeah, what did JF do for you guys this year? Obviously, you know, you had the same coach for 3-4 years, and now, you know, JF came in this year. Could have been a year of turmoil, but it ended up being, you know, kind of, you ended up here in the final.
Yeah, it's just, sometimes it's good to get a different look. Obviously him coming from coaching the AHL, he put a lot of trust in the leaders on this team. He gave his 2 cents, but he let us worry about the room a lot. So that means a lot. And yeah, I mean, systems wise, like, he's great. He knows what it takes to get to the next level. I think it showed on the ice.
All right, we're all set. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.